It's a traditional Inuit dog sledding race. 17 teams through an unforgiving landscape. Inuit dogs, icons of Arctic resilience. Adventure and Inuit traditions all in one. This is the Nunavut Quest. The Arctic climate is playing tricks with the race, changing conditions from 1 hour to the next. Some mushers hit their stride, while others are struck down by sheer bad luck. Three days after we left Pond Inlet, the teams are finding their rhythm. Just a few weeks ago, Reggie was not confident that she would be up to this challenge. Now she's glad that she came.
Dahil magtapapi yung naksikan na ko din mo isu makatang medyo ang mauguruak lo na so ayong nangit. May yung nak kan ko lugay makuktoy. Iling ngasin nak guri. Dahil may to nak tong. Siya ni iling kangil lugo naro nangit yung pija ko tuyo gadang. Ang nauluta ang utin ni kingo magsaksakay tuyo gada kanu to na aulak sa manikulunin kanu. Pija kaya rin ang utin Pilari gatigo. Ubagwang na ulo tapi jaga juga jatin. Kasi ni ilingan ako juga. Saya madua maksisiung man. Ilin kau di lok dulu taman apa kata orang suluk dulu ima ang na ulo ni ayong na kaya. Kasi ni kau kaksi madlugo ayong nan. Man ako di yung na. Sikan na ko man ako nga nakuk. La ang na niyo ba. Ang utinig ko. Ang utilyon na ito ay mga katang ming mata. Nakuha pinasuri sa akto ko rin. Pinasuri sa akto ta na rin na katang at takisutuin na ulit. Pinasukat na nga tigo, itipalya rin na katang at tigo. Dahil magtaw. Sa pang nangit ito, kisutuin na ayong nakulila ko ba.
Jake Gearhard is in his second year on the quest. His strategy is simple.
Go fast. Try and catch Juili if I can. Try and stay at least close to him so my dogs will get excited and chase him, chase his dogs. Not get lost. If it gets windy, try and finish the day with healthy dogs again. And it would be nice to move up a spot if I can.
That's me, Jake. After working all day in the office taking our dogs for a run. Soon after Sherry and I moved to Clyde River, we made friends with families who had dog teams. Iga and Juili and other dog teamers and community members encouraged us, and some even gave us dogs. Juili and the other dog teamers taught me all that I know about working with dogs and about making dog teaming equipment. So when we first started to run our team, when they were just still puppies, it was often together with Juili. At first, we were so slow, and I could barely even make the dogs run in the right direction. But now we're getting so much better. The dogs are stronger, and I'm even learning to be a better musher.
Hello, Juili. dogs saw me.
But really, the most important thing is just to be out there with the dogs and with good friends. And Julie and the other dog teamers always have such good stories about the places that we go to and about all the things that have happened at those places. I'm always learning so much, and it's always so much fun.
General, down.
But when I'm in the dark alone with my dogs, I have to admit that I still sometimes fantasize about someday beating Julie.
After 80 blustery kilometers on the sea ice, we reach Kingarjuit. The gusts grow in strength. By mid-evening, tents are ripping. Jake and Sherry have quickly set up their camp and are settling in for a hard-earned night's rest.
I was just settling into my sleeping bag. I was sort of just laying down and relaxing, and then all of a sudden, our scooter driver, whose tent is next door, yelled, "Jake, we have to move." We sort of looked at each other, "Move where?" And then she said, "We have to move the camp." And then I heard someone in the distance yelling with panic, "Start packing quick." We started just throwing everything into bags, put the stoves out, rolled our sleeping bags, just folded, and we just started packing all of our stuff up. I could hear people yelling to hurry, to pack quickly, and that there was cracks in the ice. Some of the more experienced people were running around and making sure that people were hurrying, and they were helping to take tents down. And when I saw that, I knew, okay, something's going on. This is serious. We have to get out of here. So at that time, I got scared.
It's sunrise by the time we're on firm ground, but the wind persists. Tents have been torn. We need protection. Snow walls do the trick.
The ocean current comes first, and then the wind. So the ocean current from the north was actually stronger, and then finally the wind picked up. So that was the reason why everyone had to move from that ice onto the land. Talir said, "Why take a risk of too many people? When there's few, we may not have to move, but because too many people would be at risk if this piece of ice was to leave the land."
People are tired. What to do next? The mushers opt for a day of rest. No one objects.
Privat ako siya. Kaweso na inaro mo. Ino siya kaya kangit mo lang. Kawaya lang ito tamad ko. Ay sumatapa ka. Nakot siya katahit. Maandak. Nama ngayon nilapta ka na kaunma. Siko ito na kaya ka magpupuwa ka pagkayo sa kata. Tapi anak ko rujak talaga. Takasakay ito ka. Nama.
Sherry has studied Arctic sea ice for a decade. She works with Inuit hunters and elders, and they see conditions they've never seen before.
It's been an unusual year for the sea ice on this part of Baffin Island. Several places all along the coast of Baffin Island have lost the ice several times. The ice has cracked and blown away. And even in the committee discussions for the race since January, it has been a thing that people have been talking about. Should we do the Pond Inlet to Clyde route this year because of the ice conditions? But people decided that it was okay to go ahead. Things are changing here. The ice is changing, the climate is changing.
This month turns out to be the warmest April on record across the Arctic. As we survey this landscape of frozen beauty, a feeling of premonition sets in. Is the cracking sea ice a signal that this experience will soon become part of history? What other dangers lie ahead? After days of wind and whiteouts, nature repents and the quest continues. We traverse a magic world where few travelers have ever set foot. Only the elders who spent their nomadic early years on this coast know this intricate web of valleys and fjords. There's open water off the headlands. So the Nunavut Quest turns inland, up valleys, and across mountain passes. Deep snow delays the support convoy. The dogs may not be far behind. We have barely set up the finish line when the teams begin arriving. By now, the dogs have run more than 300 kilometers, living up to their reputation. Deep snow and warm weather slows Dreely down today, but he's not alone in that. David's team appears to be on cruise control. He actually gains 2 places. Jake aims high for a place in the top half, and it's within reach. Racheli's dogs are picking up the pace, and she passed a few teams today. Peter keeps traveling fast. He's in a small group who'll be hard to beat. Denise is today's number 1, mushing hard to make up for lost time early in the race. Joey too has a good day, always doing things to encourage his dogs. Nico is getting a better feel of his dogs. He acquired his team only days before the race. But who can keep up with Moses, the old-timer who's not slowing down at all? Day 4, another snowy morning. The daily meeting has a full agenda. First, yesterday's order of arrivals.
Ulumi, number 1, Denise. Number 2, Moses. Number 3, Peter. Number 4, Andy. Number 5, Joey. Number 6.
But what about today? Do we go or do we stay?
Sida kami sa kanya dukai na kutigo kanu kayak kuing itu ni sida tiaba kopet unurua karu rotin nigo ini kasini atu tak mana pipi kitu kuru karu atu ni tamau kakacara tugo piung itu aru roksi mangmat.
We'll watch the weather and wait. Perhaps it'll clear by afternoon. Meanwhile, if you need any repairs, between camps, mushers can travel hours all alone. Things can happen.
Taman nat kau yang mengmetau. Tahu nana orang kagak suatu tukian orang makicik tak. Kain nak aku dulu akhirnya ni cuma sanggup jaga orang. Tu kain makin mika agak utama nak saya uti berkekit. Cara ini nasi apa tadi singmat. Sanggup dipekerja sugi tapau sanggup jauh kata ini serama. Nak saya jauh mayu ni. Sama orang tahu aku tidak nak tertindung orang mengerak semua. Aku tidak jangan tertindung di sanggup jauh jauh mayu. Nan.
Nampak ilinya kata mana udah melu pasang do. Sintai matua waktu kata tema ilinya meja sang ilinya yang tahu. Ini kita ilak pasangan ilikyan tahu na. Kadang nanti tu ilinya nak ini ilak pasangan ilinya nak jam kayak. Tu kasi. Curi juga.
Pijuti jangan takuya ko yung matao tamakko kaya katang ito ila katang ito piluak tumit taman na temusiw juang nak ama ino katigin na tama tuminga kaya ko yung katong aminik yang udah minito sibur yang ita atau katarak tangin ni kaya karena ko yung amaro.
Suddenly, there's a definite clearing in the clouds. A decision is taken. We can still put in a day's run, even if it's past noon, and even if the valley has deep, soft snow. People are ready, but what about the dogs? It appears the dogs have other ideas. There must be something in the air or in the snow. Did someone bury some seal meat? The dogs don't care that the race is running late. Regularly who's last gets off to the best start. But the day is still long and nature has not spoken her last word yet. As the quest enters its toughest phase, young, keen mushers are showing their teeth. They have stamina, good dogs, but most of all, this event is a family affair.